What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. Tonight, the judges will visit 3 more unique homes, scoring each of them out of 10. The home with the highest score will go through to the final at the end of the series. Looking for functionality, individuality and clever design are design legend Hugh Wallace.
I'm looking for a homeowner that puts the time and effort into creating that unique and special home.
Award-winning interior designer Susie McAdam.
Your home is an opportunity to explore your vision and inspiration, and that's what I'm looking for in this competition.
And award-winning architect Amanda Bone.
The one thing I can't stand in a home is clutter. I much prefer a room where your eyes aren't assaulted by objects.
But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. Lydia Mudge lives in an apartment in a converted mill in County Antrim.
So it was converted in 2003 into apartments. I bought it about 2.5 years ago. I was looking for something a bit different. I love the history of this place and something with a bit of character, I guess. I just love all the exposed brick. The biggest project probably has been the loft bed. The girl before had a double bed in the space, but that was all that could really fit. So I wanted to make use of the vertical space. So I spoke to my dad. He was able to build it. So I have the dressing space underneath and then the loft bed for when people come to stay. So this is my favourite spot, what I call the nook. So the window seat is a really lovely place to come and read a book in the evenings. Gets the sunset really beautifully around here. This space is really, really quiet and sort of separate from the rest of the apartment, so it's like its own little sort of sanctuary. I hope the judges like it. It's my own sort of style, which isn't to everybody's taste, but I hope they can see something special in it.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owner.
Wow, look at this. Isn't that terrific? The barrel vault ceiling has been brought into this apartment. You've got a lovely height. You have all that texture of the brickwork, you have the steel work. So it gives it real character.
It's a stunning industrial space, and I'm instantly drawn to that view beyond in the kitchen. They've made great choices with the furniture. It has a very industrial, quite tactile feel. They've had to contain both the dining and living in this room. So I think they've made a clever choice by going for a relatively small dining table, but going oversized with the sofas and in that gorgeous green velvet.
The homeowners obviously love their mid-20th century vintage furniture. To be honest, if this was my own apartment, I would take every bit of loose furniture out and start again.
I find the furniture here, while being a little bit industrial, there are some elements I just find out of place.
A more industrial heavyweight piece probably would have been the better choice.
I really love the curved brick around the window. However, the paint colour, it's a magnolia or a cream. It's a very warm colour, but the brick is very warm. So I think a cold colour that contrasts with the warmth of the brick could have worked better.
I agree with you, Amanda. I think it would have been sort of, not pure white, a little off, would have worked much better in this space.
What a dramatic kitchen. I feel as though I'm in a New York loft. I am disappointed though by the choice of kitchen units. I think a stainless steel or concrete or more industrial materials would have made a much stronger statement in this room. This feels a little bit too ordinary for me.
While I agree with you again, when you buy an apartment that's a spec apartment, this is what you get. But the really simple solution to this is there are companies that will come in and respray the kitchen. And I'd love to see this in a really bold, dark colour. I think it would make such a difference to this room. There's a great space behind you, Susie.
Oh, this is a surprise.
Isn't it?
Wow. A gorgeous little reading nook. Oh, and I've just noticed the favourite spot. It almost has a monastic feel here, and they can read, contemplate. Can I get into it though? I might need your help, Amanda. Oh. No, fantastic, wonderful views of the mountain and also a place to escape and read. I absolutely love it.
In terms of personality, I think This area, for me, defines the homeowner, and it's very comfortable, calm, and I'd love to have seen more of it elsewhere in the apartment.
What a main bedroom. It is green, green, green. I actually didn't think it would be possible to take away from this magnificent vaulted brick ceiling and walls, but this color does. It's too much. I'm guessing it's a young couple. I'm guessing they're fitting this apartment out on a budget. Some of the furniture, the kind of upcycled shelving. Does upcycling ever work?
I think upcycling has its purpose. You know, instead of throwing something out or for sustainability, it is a good option to reuse and bring a new sense of personality to a piece. Here, there's a real mix of different colours. They have the grey on the sideboards, the wood, the white. So there's a lot going on, and I wonder if they had maybe kept a continuous tone on those pieces, it would have sat better in the room.
Funny enough, I like this room because of the colour scheme. I like the fact that we've got lots of upcycling bits and pieces going on. And for me, the bed is great. Nice duvet cover, great cushions, and I love that sort of splashy yellow.
Oh, was not expecting this. It's obviously a compact space, so the homeowner has made the decision to raise up the bed and make their own private dressing area underneath. It's very clever.
It's brilliant. It's such a small space, but it's very cleverly laid out. It's not very often that you see someone put something in front of the window in a room, but it doesn't take away from the room.
From here, I think it's great because you've got the tall windows, so you've got light into the bed up above, and you've got a load of light coming in down below. Love the little dresser. Again, so much more of the owner's personality. Even if you look at the ceiling above you, Susie, loads of colour and yellows and greens. Great bit of fun.
The home will now be marked out of 10. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
The homeowners have stamped their personality on the 2 bedrooms and the reading nook. I would like to have seen more colour, texture and personality in the kitchen, dining, living area. I'm giving this home an 8.
The homeowner's clever layout makes this apartment seem very spacious. I think the choice of the mid-20th century and upcycled furniture is unoriginal, and I would question some of the paint colours. I'm giving this home an 8.
This home has many striking original features that act as a raw backdrop to the homeowner's personal and youthful style. In my view, I think some of the furniture choices and the kitchen design could have been more consistent and in keeping with the industrial aesthetic of the building.
A couple of years ago, interior designer Olive Wilson and husband Fergal completely remodelled her old family home in County Louth.
It was a 1970s bungalow and we did a radical overhaul, so we're now kind of in a 2-storey, much larger house.
Very much open plan.
Yeah, very much open plan as well, which is nice for family life. A lovely feature when you're coming in the front door, you can see right through the courtyard and out to the back.
Pretty calming when you come in, just stresses the day are left behind.
The landing is a lovely little getaway space. We have a desk up there, so if there's any working from home, it's a lovely spot. This is my favourite spot in the house. I love to sit down here during the day, have a cup of coffee, read a book, can see out to the garden, there's lovely light. And then in the evening time, we can put on the stove and relax. I just love the way it puts a smile on my face every time I come home.
When you close the door behind you, it's a very safe space and a very comfortable space to be in.
I just think this is marvellous. It sort of reminds me of an American home.
What a surprise, a very contemporary entrance hall, but it's very eclectic as well. We have lots of antique furniture and then that floral hand-painted detail. There's a lot to take in this space.
What interests me the most is the whole series of layers that's happening. from the entrance porch to the entrance hall to the courtyard, out to the garden. It's great that you have that connection and the views out and all the light that's coming in.
Lovely to come into such generous, big entrance hall. It sort of establishes the tone, I'd say, of this house. The one thing that jars with me is actually the pendant. It's too low and it blocks your view out to the back garden.
So more great, high, bright spaces.
A lovely living, dining, kitchen space. I like how they've positioned the dining in the lower level, but then we have this great height for the stove and the kitchen at either ends of the room.
There's a lovely little bit of learning here. This courtyard has been introduced. It's only 6 feet wide. It allows light into both rooms, so you don't end up with that dark middle room, which inevitably happens in so many extensions. I love the curtain behind you. It's like a pink sheer. And I'd love to have seen a dusty pink painted in everything in here.
And in one fell swoop, you destroy the room.
Well, thankfully, we can agree to differ.
It's a very smart kitchen. It's painted, almost hand-painted, so you can see the wood grain and a lovely little brass detail as well on the hardware.
Spatially, I think it's a great kitchen. There's a lot of windows, there's a lot of light coming in. What is frustrating is the fact that I'm constantly moving to try and get a view out to the garden, and also there's no access out. I don't see why they couldn't have just glazed that entire wall.
The favourite spot. And what a lovely corner. We have the log fire, a view to the garden, and you have a strong connection with the entire room. You could just chill here all day.
So this is the living room where you're going to sit down and relax. But for me, something feels a little bit off about the room. I think to really appreciate the garden out there, the entire wall should have been glazed. And it would be great if you could just go directly out.
The pendants just don't work. They're up too high. What we should have seen is the same light fitting brought lower, and it would have unified the kitchen, dining, and living area.
This is the landing of the home, which is often an awkward space, but somehow they've managed to make it into a really cozy den. I love the G-plan furniture, the fact that they have such a great collection of books. This is the first time I'm getting a real sense of the homeowner's personal style and individuality.
Well, I finally got my colour. Beautiful room for a kid, isn't it?
What a luxury as a child to grow up with a bedroom like this. To have room for a double bed and a big sofa bed for your friends and plenty of space left over. I mean, that's fantastic.
It feels almost bigger than my first apartment, so what a lucky girl. Fabulous trestle table where she maybe does arts and crafts, and a dressing table. I know I definitely didn't have one of those growing up.
Gosh. Look at this now for the main bedroom. Loads of colour in here, beautiful linens.
I feel like I've wandered into a luxury suite in a 5-star hotel. As we walked in, we passed a walk-in wardrobe, a bathroom, a makeup room. It almost feels like a private, separate adults wing in the house. However, I would love to have had a door directly out to the garden. So as well as having a kind of private adults part of the house, you could have had a private adults garden.
For me, it's almost lacking a little bit of drama. I mean, we came from so many big rooms in this house, and the bed, everything just feels a little bit small. Forest green bathroom. I really like the bold green they've chosen, and particularly that cabinet.
At last, bold colours, which I just adore. I'd just love to have seen more of this braveness shown elsewhere in this house.
A spacious family home full of personal touches and eclectic furniture. While the homeowner has shown bravery in their design choices, this home lacks the wow factor that I am really looking for in this competition. And for that reason, I'm giving it a 7.
My favourite part of this home is the modern double-height entrance hallway, which allows for great views through the house and out to the back garden. Personally, I would have liked to see more direct access to the rear garden from the living spaces and the ground floor bedroom. I'm giving this home a 7.
This is a home of two halves. Some rooms are full of individuality and personality, but some areas didn't work for me.
Sarah and Mike McLaughlin live in a semi-detached home in an estate in Limerick, and they've certainly put their own stamp on the inside.
Sarah arrived home one day with a teal candle from town, and I say it's the most expensive candle that we ever bought because nothing in the house matched the candle, so everything else had to be changed to match the candle. And yeah, that was where it all kicked off.
The big job for 2020 was doing the attic. We were missing somewhere to do our laundry, and Mike's workspace, it's the one area of the house that we have been able to design from scratch.
This is our favourite spot. This is where we retreat to at the end of the day. The room feels like a warm glove that just wraps itself around you.
I love coming home because it just lifts me up.
It's your absolute standard 4-bed semi-D built in the middle of an estate with 180 other identical houses. But I know that there's not another house out there that looks like this when you walk in. It's one of a kind, and I love that.
It's a joyful entrance. I love the zesty lime green on the door and all those pots.
It's very bright, it's very colourful, it's very cheery.
Shall we go in?
Yes.
What bold colours, you know, the use of that vibrant pink and that amazing dark green.
The staircase, the architraves, even the radiator is pink. But I kind of love it. I mean, what fun. I mean, and I'm excited to see the rest of the home now.
Well, I think this hall is clearly full of the homeowner's personality and obviously big music lovers. But I just find it all too busy. There's too many things going on, too many colours, too many bits and pieces.
My goodness, my eyes are alive. Isn't this just extraordinary? I don't know where to look.
The mint green of the kitchen, I almost feel like it's like a diner from the 1950s, but then we have all this artwork and prints, the vintage dresser, the family photos. I don't know where to start.
I'm gonna have to be honest here. It's not an overly large space, but there's too many things going on. I couldn't stay in here for very much longer. I'm glad of the direct connection to the garden. It's gonna provide some relief.
There is a lot going on, but I think they're showing a real bravery of colour and it's playful. And do you know what? I'd love to come over here for dinner.
I'd say these people party, you know, enjoy music, so it's just an extension of their personality. Another room full of colour, inspiration, and also graphics. Flowers in the windows, lots of vegetation, and beautiful furniture.
The curtains, such a vibrant and bold print, you'd almost expect to see it on an artwork on the wall, but instead it frames the window.
It clearly reflects the homeowner's interests, their tastes, their personalities, but it's just not for me. I don't find it restful because of all the colours and all the patterns. We have the main bedroom.
A dramatic petrol green feature wall. We've seen this tone used in the house, but it's a great backdrop to this botanical headboard, and it almost looks like they've covered the bed themselves in this print.
You just get this real sense throughout this house that they've adapted, changed, upcycled, and done lots in this home themselves.
This house is very much individual, but it doesn't feel effortless. For me, it feels forced. They're very definitely trying to recreate a certain type of style.
Yeah, well, I just don't believe anything in here was forced. I think it's considered, and good design is considered.
What's clever and what has brought that consistency is their choice of colour that we've seen throughout, and the life, the greenery, the planting, the print. And for me, that's what makes a home.
Well, I love how we're all different, but you're all wrong.
Well, we have the homeowner's favourite spot. I just love it. You know, here we are up in the attic. It's a getaway room.
It appears to be a very multifunctional room. The sofa, even though it's a very elegant shape, I think it is in fact a fold-out. So this room can act as an office, a lounge room, and a guest bedroom.
For me, this is the best room in the house. I'm actually relieved to have found it. It feels very spacious. Also the way they detail some of the doors, which are flush. The door behind you, Susie, is frameless. It's flush with the wall and painted the same colour as the wall. And that just adds to the sense of calm. Look at the doll's house. It's a very bright, colourful children's room. It actually reminds me of my own as a little girl, full of car toys and a doll's house.
I think this dollhouse is just exceptional. I think it actually captures what this home is all about. We have colour, pattern, all these incredible homemade details, and that care and thoughtfulness that we've seen throughout the rooms. Who wouldn't want to sit there and play all day? What a shock of colour and pattern. The homeowners have created a joyful and playful house that is an unexpected surprise behind a suburban facade. Although there's a lot to take in, you cannot deny the homeowners' dedication to transforming this home into something packed full of personality and creativity. I'm giving it a 9.
I love this home. Its design, boldness, expression, and individuality, all of which I'm looking for in this competition. This home is one of the most unique homes I've ever seen. I'm giving it a 10.
The attic conversion is very successful and expresses the homeowner's personality in a way that works very well. However, I think the decor is too busy and the paint colours and patterns clash throughout.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Susie reveals her score for the converted apartment in County Antrim.
You really got the sense that a young person had put their own stamp on this place. But there wasn't a design consistency. I would have liked to have seen that industrial feel continue through in their choice of the kitchen, the furniture in the dining room. I gave this home a 7.
Seriously, Susie.
2 8s and a 7 is 23.
Oh, Amanda, I'm sorry.
Next, Hugh tells us his score for the modern home in County Louth.
Overall, I just thought the house lacked that bit of zing. And for that reason, I gave this home a 7.
We all agree.
We all agree.
I don't think that's ever happened.
3 7s, 21.
And finally, Amanda gives us her score for the Quirky semi-detached home in Limerick.
For me, a home, it's all about one that makes me feel good, where I feel calm. This home is everything but. I know this competition is about personality, individuality, creativity. And yes, this house had it all. It couldn't take all the bits and pieces, all the colours, all the patterns. I know the homeowners were experimenting, but it just went way overboard. I gave this home a 6.
Oh, Amanda.
It's Boulder Dash. A 6, a 9, and a 10 is 25. So we have our winner despite Amanda's best efforts.
I'm speechless.
It might not be my flavour, but hats up to them.
The home through to the final is the Quirky home in Limerick. Next week, the search continues for Home of the Year.